Hello, Nintendo Wii here, and welcome back to Let's Play Retro Games. I just finished Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and what an incredible game it was. So, to fill the gaming void until Mario Kart and Splatoon come out later in the year, here's 5 more games to play on the Switch after Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Thanks for watching. The first game we're looking at here is called Fast RMX, a futuristic racing game by a company called Shinen, which has been making Nintendo games for a long time now. Fast RMX is actually a sequel/remake of the Wii U game Fast Racing Neo, which itself was a sequel or remake to the WiiWare game Fast Racing. Their expertise in the racing genre really shine through in Fast RMX. Silky smooth 60 FPS racing that makes even F-Zero GX look tame in comparison. It isn't just a basic F-Zero clone though, it also takes cues from Ikaruga, the multicolored shooting game. You can actually press a button while you're racing to flip the colour of your ship from blue to orange, and that allows you to go through various boost pads of different colours. The controls do take a bit of getting used to, and it isn't as good as something like F-Zero GX, but Nintendo won't give us an F-Zero game, so this is definitely the best option for Switch owners at the moment. Overall, Fast RMX is a fantastic racing game and definitely one that you should add to your Switch library. So the next game I've been playing a lot of recently is Blaster Master Zero. Blaster Master Zero takes everything that was great about the NES game and gives it a fresh 2017 lick of paint. There's so many improvements to this game, including a better map system, much nicer controls, really lovely pixel art graphics, and a whole lot more. It's really fun for people who have played the original just to see how much they improved in this version. The game itself is very Metroid in feel, with you traversing the alien environments with your buggy called Sophia the Third. It's got a very strange plot. You basically have to try and find this little guy's frog that's gone missing. The really interesting part of this game is when you get out of the buggy and continue on foot. You can go into these little caves which actually turn the game into a Zelda-style adventure where you go through dungeons to find treasures and unlock new weapons which let you advance through the game. There's a really great sense of progression all the way through, and there's some really cool boss fights, including some that you can actually fight in the buggy, which you couldn't do in the NES original, so I really appreciate that. Inti Creates have done a fantastic job with Blaster Master Zero, and if you're into 8-bit platformers or retro gaming in general, definitely go and check out Blaster Master Zero. The third game here is Super Bomberman R. Bomberman's back with a bang. After a long hiatus after the absolutely dreadful Bomberman Act Zero on the Xbox 360, this takes the series right back to its roots with classic Bomberman action. And when I say classic, I mean classic. This is going right back to the SNES and PC Engine days. There's no kangaroos, there's no adventure mode from the GBA games, there's no platforming from the N64 games. This is classic Bomberman. It does have 8-player multiplayer, including online play, which is fantastic. Forget about getting the Saturn version, you don't need to go out and buy a multi-tap and 8 different controllers anymore. You can play it on the Switch with 8 players locally or online, which is fantastic. It does have a story mode, which is a fun diversion, but it's by no means the meat of the game. The story mode has some questionable choices, including some really strange colour schemes, which make it almost impossible to see where you're actually going. Overall though, Bomberman are extremely fun, especially if you've got a friend to play it with. Recommend this game as well if you've got a Switch. Although maybe not for the asking price. I'd say pick it up if you can find it for about 30. I wouldn't say it's worth 50, which is what games charging for it at the moment. The next game I'm going to mention for you guys is Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's already available on the Wii U, but on the Switch there's 2 different versions of it. There's the Treasure Trove, which is the original Shovel Knight game and all the DLC, and there's also a new prequel, which is a timed exclusive, I believe, for the Switch, Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment. I've only played the original Shovel Knight game, but I can say that it's a fantastic 8-bit platformer. Yacht Club Games really did a fantastic job with this game. I do find it slightly easy, but maybe that's just me being such a seasoned Mega Man and Castlevania veteran at this point. People new to the genre though are definitely going to have a fantastic time with Shovel Knight. It's a really good introductory game for that sort of NES style platformer, and it's a really great game overall. I definitely recommend it. Now if only Capcom would take a page out of Yacht Club Games and give us a new 8-bit Mega Man like everyone wants, or a 16-bit one like X, but anything would be good. Anything's better than nothing, right? And the final game that I'll be talking about in this episode is called Voice, or Voice, who knows. Actually the only Switch game to take advantage of the touchscreen exclusively. You can't play this game on TV mode, only in handheld mode. It was released a while back on Android and iOS, but it's came out on the Switch now, and when you buy the game you actually get all the songs which were available on the mobile version, which you had to pay for as DLC. So that's really cool to have everything unlocked from the start. As far as music rhythm games go, this one's fairly simple. You just have to follow the notes as they come down from the screen. The only twist in this is that when they come down they actually start moving from side to side, and you can sort of swipe left and right to move the notes around the screen. It makes for a really nice visual effect, but I wish there was some sort of music video in the background, which is what I'm used to with music games. I was really excited to find out that there's some Vocaloid songs on this. So if you're a fan of J-pop or techno-style music, you'll definitely feel right at home here. And it's a really fun music game, and something to play on the Switch on the go as well. Here's hoping that Sega does bring out a full Project Diva game for the Switch in the future. Fingers crossed. And that was 5 games to play on the Switch that aren't Zelda. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Stay tuned for plenty more Switch videos to come. And a tour of my new apartment, which I'm in right now. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.